What's this?
Take off your clothes.
Whoa! Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Game of Thrones. Today we'll be watching episode 7 of season 4, Mockingbird. Mockingbird very much to me represents the little pin that Peter Baelish always wears. So I guess that's Mockingbird because he wears a bird sigil. And from the previous episode, the full disaster of the trial with Tyrion, and now we know that he's demanded a trial by combat. Well, you know, this is the second time that Tyrion has done this. We know that he has had Bronn to do his fighting for him against the champion of the Vale. Not sure who the champion of, well, King's Landing would be essentially, but then again, I don't know if Bronn will be the one to fight on behalf of Tyrion. I'm presuming yes, but from what I recall with the chat with Pod, he said that Bronn, because Bronn could not even be in the defense list for Tyrion to speak for Tyrion in the trial, because he was a close associate to Tyrion. So I'm not sure in that response whether he would be able to fight for Tyrion. That's my only thing. So I don't know how it works, but at least I'm really hoping it would be Bronn that would fight for him. But then again, I don't know who the champion of King's Landing would be. And yeah, but that's all that's coming to my mind right now, literally. The trial and how Shay was able to just... I understand things didn't end well between her and Tyrion with the way he was pushing her away and whatnot, but at least she said that she would do anything for Sansa. She would die for Sansa, and for her to bring Sansa's name into that, saying that Sansa and Tyrion planned to kill Joffrey and whatnot, that really pissed me off. So and that time I was more emotional, but now I'm just thinking about it like, what a little shit she is. Like, seriously, in a way, I don't like the way that they have written Shay's character. She's been portrayed as this amazing, feisty woman who would stand by Tyrion no matter what. And then towards the end of her couple of episodes where we see her, she was really like a bit much, in terms of how she would try and get Tyrion to like make out with her in the room with Sansa, in the room of Sansa and Tyrion where they're married, even though Sansa isn't there and whatnot. She would try to take little advantage. I understand that she has needs, and definitely yes, but I don't see how she can ignore the fact that, as Tyrion kept saying, that they are in a dangerous place. Even though she's very strong and she doesn't fear anyone, that doesn't give you the... I wish he understood that. There's a reason why he kept saying that constantly. And I wish he didn't take it as that he was pushing her away, but in fact it was to protect her, because he loves her so much that he doesn't want to see her get hurt. Because no matter how feisty anyone is, when you are in King's Landing, it's just, you cannot say anything because they are like vultures over here. So I just felt like they were pushing Shay's character to the brim limit, where she's very needy, does not get the hint that it's not correct to fondle Tyrion or to to act inappropriately in front of Tyrion in specific places like their bedchambers and whatnot. And then in the end, even Varys, believe it or not, I completely would understand Varys being in the Queen's side and whatnot. He is doing what he does to to protect the realm. But even Varys tried to get Shay to leave because of how much he does value their friendship. So you have so many friends in a crazy carnivorous hotspot like King's Landing. Why won't you just take the hint and get out? Like, it really pissed me off that Shay did not get this, and maybe that's just her nature, her personality, and she won't back down. But for all the shit that she said, that she doesn't fear anyone and whatnot, she easily gave in to maybe possibly a bribe that she was, I don't know, like possibly someone must have bribed her, telling her, like, say this is what about Tyrion, and you will be, I don't know what she got at the end of that deal. But for all the diamonds and the money that Tyrion was trying to push her away, this is some bullshit that she takes this crap deal to turn against Tyrion and Sansa, maybe because Tyrion ended things badly. Like, God, get over yourself. Seriously, Shay. Anyhow, I was very pissed off quite a few days later when I saw that. When I was trying to realize what exactly was happening. But yeah, nevertheless, I am very keen to see what happens from here on out. So episode 7 of season 4, here we go, Mockingbird.
I made a deal for you. To keep your ungrateful head on your ungrateful neck a little while longer.
I'm sorry, what am I grateful for? The opportunity to live and die at the wall as punishment for a crime I did not
You
commit?
threw your life away. You threw it away.
I couldn't listen to her. Standing there telling her lies. I couldn't do it.
You fell in love with a whore.
Yes, I fell in love with a whore. And I was stupid enough to think that she'd fallen in love with me. It was everything father wanted. You do see that? He gets you back as his heir. The future Lord of the Rock. And he ships me off to Castle Black, out of sight at last. Also perfect. He knows I'm innocent, and he's willing to sacrifice me anyway.
He's willing to sacrifice any of us.
Not you.
Of course not you,
You're
Jamie.
the golden son. You could kill a king, lose a hand. Fuck your own sister, you'll always be the golden son.
Careful.
Careful.
I'm the last friend you've got.
What, except the truth, what else has he said?
I thought you were a realist.
Realist.
Didn't realize you'd die for pride.
Don't give up on me just yet. I survived one trial by combat, even though you weren't there to save me.
I can't save you this time either.
Where's your sense of adventure? Even if you lose, imagine the look on father's face when you fall. Our family name snuffed out with a single swing of the sword.
Tis tempting.
Bronn fought for me once, he'll do it again.
Yes, that's what I was...
If he wins, I expect I'll be in his debt for the rest of my life.
If he wins,
Will you find him for me?
Okay, so they can get
What
into
does
the
Cersei
fight.
plan on naming as a champion?
Yeah, who will it be?
I hope it's Mereen Trant. I'd enjoy watching Bronn disembowel that pompous child beater.
I love it.
no. Not Mereen.
Who then? Who? Who the fuck is this? I'm assuming this is Clegane.
Sir Gregor, welcome to the capital.
Gregor has changed.
You seem to be in good form.
Yeah, no shit,
Who am I
Cersei.
fighting?
Does it matter?
Bronn? Are we sure it's Bronn now? Can we name him the Hound for our champion? Thanks. Welcome to the scene, as soon as I think it.
Cook me food.
Wow, I love how both of them
Shouldn't be
put
sitting out here like this.
Where else to sit? Tried to walk back to me hut. Had too much. Then I remembered they burnt me hut down.
That's not going to get better.
Doesn't seem so.
Bad way to go. Haven't you had enough?
Of what? I know.
Nothing could be worse than this.
Maybe nothing is worse than this.
Nothing isn't better or worse than anything. Nothing is just nothing.
What the fuck is this conversation about?
You were father.
Father?
Her captor. Bringing her to her aunt for ransom.
A fair exchange, that is. Always held to the notion of fair exchange. You know my dealings.
Why are we having such a deep conversation with this guy? Who is he? You're welcome. I love how
That's how you kill a man.
What the fuck?
What the fuck are you doing? There's a price on your head. The king's dead. He drank poison wine at his own wedding.
Oh yes, he
Pounds
drank
you'll use
wine,
for
not the...
killing Lannister soldiers. 100 silver stakes. And you thought you were going to collect it. Didn't think very hard, did you?
Yes, Arya, Joffrey's
You were
dead.
Yoren's prisoners when he was taking me to the wall. He told me he'd fuck me bloody with a stick.
This day's really not working out the way you planned. He on your little list.
He will
He
be.
can't be. I don't know his name.
Oh.
What's your name? Rouge.
Thank you.
You're learning.
Aha! We have arrived.
Lord Snow,
Yes, Lord Snow is a survivor there.
this is no place for wild beasts.
Oh, shut
Lock
the
him
fuck
away.
up.
Or I'll let Hob throw him in tonight's stew.
We saw their campfires from Osric's Hill. They'll reach the wall before the next full moon.
Surprised you didn't ride over and say hello. The king beyond the wall is your old friend, isn't he?
We need to prepare.
We've been preparing.
We should seal the tunnel.
You would cut off our legs, pluck out our eyes, leave us cowering behind the wall, hoping for the storm to pass.
We can't defend the gate against 100,000 men.
This castle has stood for thousands of years, and in all those centuries we have never sealed the tunnel.
Have you ever seen a giant, Sir Alistair? I have. The tunnel's gate won't stop them,
The bars on those gates are 4 inches thick, cold-rolled steel.
and they won't stop them.
First builder Yahweh, Lord Snow here recommends sealing the tunnel, leaving us unable to carry out our duties as sworn brothers of the Night's Watch. Do you agree with him?
No.
Given your deep knowledge of the Wildling army, Lord
What a
Snow,
coward.
you and Tarly will take night duties atop the wall until the full moon. First builder will need 100 barrels of pitch poured atop the wall.
What the hell? Ah!
I have new clothes.
Yeah, what?
Hey?
No.
Gloves of doeskin. Softer than virgin's
I
thigh.
sent for you days ago.
I've been a bit busy.
Putting them up.
That was fantastic.
My lonesome bachelor days are over.
What?
I'm to wed Lollis Stokeworth.
What the fudge?
Lawless Stokewell.
What have you been
Strike
promised?
is your sort of girl. When my sister arranged this love match, did she mention that Lawless has an older sister?
Felice. Felice is 40 and bad.
She still gets Castle Stokeworth when her father dies.
She does. Ladies fall from their horses and snap their pretty necks all the time.
You and my sister deserve each other. Why did you bother to come here?
If you want me to kill the mountain for you, it better be a damn big castle.
I'm a bit short on costs at the moment, but I can offer you gold in gratitude.
I have gold. What can I buy with gratitude?
You might be surprised. My wife is heir to Winterfell. If I emerge from this with my head still on my shoulders, I may one day rule the North in her name. I could carve you out a big piece of it.
If I gave you the choice between fucking Lawless and fighting the mountain, you'd have your britches down and your cock up before I could blink.
Does he frighten you so much?
I'd be a bloody fool if he didn't frighten me. He's freakish big and freakish strong. And quicker than you'd expect for a man of that size.
Oh, fuck.
Maybe I could take him. Dance around until he's so tired of hacking at me he dropped his sword. Get him off his feet somehow. But one misstep and I'm dead. Why should I risk it? I like you. Pampered little shit that you are. I just like myself more. I'm sorry it has to be this way.
Why are you sorry? Because you're an evil bastard with no conscience and no heart? That's what I liked about you in the first place.
I am not going to cry.
We had some good days together.
Yes, we did.
I am not going to cry.
What will you do?
I suppose I'll have to kill the mountain myself. Won't that make her a great song? I hope to hear them sing it one day.
I swam to an island a mile offshore for these.
Don't do that again.
Never met a woman who didn't like wildflowers.
These are my private quarters. If I want you here, I will summon you.
Forgive me, my queen. I live to serve you.
Oh, you're checking.
Tell me why you're here.
You are staying here in Mereen to rule. That is a wise decision. I respect it. But here in Mereen, I cannot pursue my talents.
I've ordered the Second Sons to patrol the streets to stop the revenge killing.
You've ordered us to be knights.
And as for women, there are thousands in Mereen you can pursue.
There's only one. And she does not want me.
You swore me your sword.
My sword is yours till the day I die.
So if I command you to stay in Mereen and patrol the streets?
I'll stay in Mereen and patrol the streets. Send me to kill your enemies. Any enemy, anywhere. Let me do what I do best.
Okay.
Very well.
Can you kill the mountain for us, please? That is an impressive wine glass.
Do what you do best.
What's this?
Take off your clothes.
Whoa! Oh, wildflower. Ooh, my. Okay. Thanks, Daenerys, for this. Lord. Good. Okay. What's happened to your right butt? It's like bent.
I didn't mean to disturb you, my lady.
You could never disturb me.
I just wanted to speak with you before we left.
Could you bring me that vial over there? The blue one.
Oh, nipples are interesting. That is very interesting nipples there.
When I looked into the flames this morning, the Lord spoke to me. He said, "Tonight, you will have your last good bath in a long while. Make it count. A joke." Not a very good one, I'm afraid.
It was. Humor isn't my strength.
We can see
That's
this.
because most jokes are lies. And you're devoted to the truth.
Are you checking her out for what Stannis is
Most of these powers and
getting,
potions, once they step into his light, they will see the life for what it was. A trick that led them to the truth. A pinch of this powder in a bonfire will send a flaming column screaming towards the sky.
Did you use it with Stannis?
Oh yeah, that's it. She's got the body.
Don't be upset. Men never crave what they already have. It's only flesh that needs what it needs.
He wants to bring Shireen with us. I think that would be ill-advised. My daughter has heretical tendencies, as you're well aware.
You are strong enough to look into the Lord's light and see his truth for yourself. However harsh it is. However hard for us to understand. You don't need my help, but I will need yours soon. When we set sail, your daughter must be with us.
What?
The Lord needs her.
Jorah the Andal. Are you here to see our queen?
Yeah.
She's in a good mood.
You're here early.
Later than some.
You don't approve.
It's not a question of approval, it's a question of trust.
You neither approve nor trust.
Why would I have a man's sellsword?
Didn't you fight for the Golden Company before pledging your sword to my brother?
Dario Naharis killed his captains and dumped their heads at your feet when he grew tired of their commands. Could you ever have faith in a man like
I
that?
could never have faith in a man like Dario. That's why I've sent him and the Second Sons to retake Yunkai.
Without you there to rule Khaleesi, I fear the masters will simply bide their time, wait for the invaders to leave, and reassert control.
That is why I've ordered Dario to execute every master in Yunkai.
Herding the masters into pens and slaughtering them by the thousands is also treating men like beasts. The slaves you freed, brutality is all they've ever known. If you want them to know something else, you'll have to show it to them. It's tempting to see your enemies as evil, all of them. But there's good and evil on both sides in every war ever fought.
Let the priests argue over good and evil. Slavery is real. I will end it, and I will end those behind it.
I sold men into slavery, Khaleesi.
And now, you are helping me show them to freedom.
I wouldn't be here to help you if Ned Stark had done to me what you want to do to the masters of Yunkai.
Whoa.
His Dazol Lorak.
Ah, yeah, Hizzy boy.
He will accompany the Second Sons and serve as my ambassador to Yunkai. He will tell the masters what has happened in Mereen. He will explain the choice they have before them. They can live in my new world, or they can die in their old one.
Okay.
We'll go and catch Dario before he leaves.
Yeah, go
Tell him I
catch.
changed my mind.
Good job.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Tell him you changed my mind.
Love it! Give credit where it's due, babe. I like it.
I know you don't like fire, but if you don't do it right,
No fire.
it won't hurt that much.
No fire!
Can we not find wine somewhere in this lovely land?
Shut up about it.
I'm sorry, the Hound. I'm trying to find a way to help
Shut
you.
up about everything.
Okay,
Thanks
God.
to you, I'm a walking bag of silver. Anywhere the Lannisters hold sway, I'm as stupid as that hog you stuck back in the village. Getting myself cut and stabbed and bitten. No reward's worth this much trouble. We should never laid eyes on you. You say your brother gave you that sword. My brother gave me this. It was just like you said a while back. Pressed me to the fire like I was a nice juicy mutton chop. Thought I stole one of his toys. I didn't steal it, I was just playing with it.
He's sharing.
The pain was bad. The smell was worse.
Oh, why am I imagining it?
But the worst thing was that it was my brother who did it. My father who protected him.
Whoa.
Told everyone my bedding caught fire. You think you're on your own.
Let me wash it out and help you sew it up at least.
Nothing but a big, cuddly bear. See? Take your time.
I think we can treat ourselves to a feather bed for the night. And a hot meal not cooked by you.
Couldn't agree more, my lady.
Just don't start expecting silk underclothes. Not working for your former lord any longer.
Yes, my lady. Can I get you anything else?
No, this should do nicely, thank you. Kidney pie is wonderful.
Thanks.
Bye!
A good kidney pie is all about the ingredients. Flour, lard, water, eggs, milk. It's nice armour. You a knight?
No.
Oh, it's just people with armour is usually knights, generally speaking. King's Landing though, aren't you?
No,
From there
they're
myself
not.
originally. Flea bosom, born and bred. A lot of people come in here. I mean, just the other day we had
A
17
girl,
by.
tall, red hair, very pretty. Her name is Sansa Stark, but she may be using a different name.
Starks. What, like, them not from Winterfell?
Winterfell.
There was all traitors. Don't need no traitors in here.
I pledged my life to their mother, Catelyn Stark. I swore to her I'd bring her daughters home.
Tell her about Arya. A hot pie.
Don't want to offend my lady.
Oh, you don't want to
Interesting, not to be offensive.
ask about the Starks like that. I
The
understand.
Lannisters want Lady Sansa.
Okay, yeah.
The Lannisters have money. People kill for money. I don't think we should be telling people we're searching for Lady Sansa.
He's right, actually. But you asked the right person. That's luck.
Never met no Sansa Stark, but I know her sister, Arya.
No one's seen Arya Stark since her father was beheaded. She's presumed dead.
She weren't when I last spoke to her.
When was that?
Heading up north for the Night's Watch. She was all dressed up as a boy, going by the name Harry.
So what happened to her?
Well,
The quick version.
the Lannisters took us prisoner. We escaped. The Brotherhood took us prisoner. They sold me to the innkeep. They were going to sell Arya to her mother at Riverrun, along with another prisoner. Big ugly fellow. Foul mouth and a face like a half-burnt ham.
The
Not
Hound.
friendly. The Hound. That's the one.
Oh my god, it's
It's like
the...
the last one I gave her, but this one turned out better.
Oh my god, it's the wolf. It's the dire wolf. Oh, hot pie. Oh my god, it is better.
To the Eyrie, my lady.
Why the earring?
Her aunt, Lysa Arryn. Catelyn Stark's sister. She's Arya's last living relative with money. She hates the Lannisters. Lord Tyrion made sure I knew which house married which and who hated who.
Sansa could be there too.
Yes, she is there.
Aye, milady. Could be.
I did spend some time with an absolutely stunning blonde the other day.
Do tell. Got every kind of filth down here except the kind I like.
Your sister.
Oh.
She was trying very hard to pretend she had not come to sway me against you.
Making honest feelings do dishonest work is one of her many gifts.
It was difficult for her to hide her true intentions. It is rare to meet a Lannister who shares my enthusiasm for dead Lannisters. She desperately wants to see you killed.
She didn't need to bother you. It looks as though I've taken care of that myself.
We met, you and I.
I think I would have remembered that.
Unlikely. You had just been born. Our father brought me and my sister Elia with him on a visit to Casterly Rock. My first time away from Dorne. But the biggest disappointment, you.
You and my family have more in common than you might admit.
The whole way from Dorne, all anyone talked about was the monster that had been born to Tywin Lannister. Arms and legs were a bit small, but no claw. No red eye, no tail between your legs, just a tiny pink cock. We didn't try to hide our disappointment. That's not a monster, I told Cersei. That's just a baby. And she said he killed my mother. And she pinched your little cock so hard I thought she might pull it off until your brother made her stop. It doesn't matter, she told us. Everyone says he will die soon. He should not have lived this long.
Well, sooner or later, Cersei always gets what she wants.
Justice. For my sister and her children.
If you want justice, you've come to the wrong place.
I disagree. I want to bring those who have wronged me to justice, and all those who have wronged me are right here. I will begin with Sir Gregor Clegane, who killed my sister's children, and then raped her with their blood still on his hands. I will be your champion.
What are you doing? I'm building my home, Winterfell. At least I think I am. I haven't been back there in a very long time.
Why did you leave?
It's a long story.
When will you go back?
Probably never. My family doesn't live there anymore, and someone burned it down.
Oh, does Winterfell have a moon door?
No, I'm afraid not. It's not high up in the mountains, it's down on the ground.
That sounds dangerous. How do you make people fly?
We don't.
Let's put a moon door in your Winterfell.
All right.
It can go in here, in this big
Be
palace.
careful. You've ruined it. Now I'm going to have to rebuild the whole thing.
I didn't ruin it.
You did.
It was already ruined because it didn't have a moon door. It didn't ruin it!
Holy fuck. What just happened?
I hit him.
Yes, I saw.
Shouldn't have done that.
No, his mother should have. A long time ago. Consider it a step in the right direction.
I was trying to remember what everything looked like. I'll never see it again.
A lot can happen between now and never. If you want to build a better home, first you must demolish the old one. I loved your mother more than you could ever know. Given the opportunity, what do we do to those who've hurt the ones we love?
Baelish, I swear I will cause an avalanche if you say shit like this anymore.
You might have been my child.
What? Oh, God.
You're more beautiful than she ever was.
Lord Baelish.
This sick
Call
fuck.
me Peter.
No! Oh my God! Fuck me! Oh, she's hot. My child!
Do you know how far the fall is?
No.
Neither do I precisely. Hundreds of feet. It's fascinating. What happens to bodies when they hit the rocks from such a height?
cute.
Sometimes pieces remain intact. You find the head sitting in its own, every hair in place, blue eyes staring at nothing. I know what you did.
What you did? She didn't do anything. He kissed her.
I'm so sorry, Aunt Lysa. I never should have hit Robin. I know it. I promise it won't happen.
Be cool with me, you little whore. You kissed him. You kissed Peter.
I didn't. You don't understand.
I saw you. You can't lie to me because I saw it with my own eyes.
He kissed me. I pulled a
liar. He is mine. My father, my husband, my sister. That's what happens to people who stand between Peter and me. Look down. Look down. Look down. Look down.
Lysa!
Did you hear the part where she said she hit your
Let
son?
her go.
She's just like her mother. She'll never love you. I lied for you. I killed for you. Why did you bring her here? Why?
Send her away. I swear on my life. I swear to all the gods. Let her go, Lysa.
You're truly psycho, you know that.
I have only loved one woman. Only one. My entire life. Your sister.
Okay. So she's gone. I've only ever loved one woman in my life. Your sister. Interesting. What happens now? I'm pretty sure he married her to get the veil now that she's gone. The veil is his. And Robin, who gives two shits about that little shit. Baelish is getting every single thing he wants. Everything. What if he planned to kiss her so that she could see what he was doing to Sansa, so that she knows how much she loves him, and he knows that she would, like, you know, threaten to push Sansa through the moon door, and he would swoop in and use that opportunity to kill her through the moon door. But if that was the case, okay, it could be that, or it could be that these were the events that unfolded and then he used that ending bit as an opportunity to get rid of her. If so, what's he going to see now? Like, how did she die? With no evidence of the body? What exactly will be the... what? How can we get through this? This was an interesting episode. Not gonna lie, it was very quick. This episode really went fast. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just my head. So from the start, Gregor Clegane will be the champion for the Lannisters. And yeah, I did not expect the Mountain to be the one. Well, it should have been, it will be an obvious choice now that I know it. But with his size and physique and strength, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to happen. But well, we know that the Mountain has changed. At least that's what I think. The Mountain looks very different. So I don't know how this is going to happen. But I mean, with the way he was killing those people, just like for the sake of it, it doesn't matter who he kills, he just kills. Yeah, let's have that. Like, that's fun. Then you know, the events about the Night's Watch, Jon Snow giving the suggestions about what the wildlings numbers are, and Alistair Thorne being an idiot that he is, not listening to Jon Snow, and the main builder head charge, being a coward, not not questioning the authority of Alistair Thorne because he fears the guy. Not freezing the tunnels because the giants, they don't believe in the giants and whatnot. So let's see what they will do when the wildlings come, and how I think they need to get their asses kicked before it gets to the thick head, because otherwise no one will listen. They had, like, Jon's intel is doing shit. Corin Halfhand died for nothing because these idiots don't want to listen. So it's like you are betraying your own brother who died for the cause because you don't want to listen to what you claim to be a bastard who has no right to be in the Night's Watch. Fine. Then pride over smartness, I guess. Then Bronn will not fight for Tyrion. I understand. I was actually talking about it, not in the sense whether he would be able to lawfully fight for him, but separately, I was thinking that would Bronn risk his life again? I didn't speak it in the intro, but then once he started talking, that's when it got me thinking, like, it makes so much sense. What makes Bronn want to fight for him? Like, he is a cutthroat. He is to the point. He values his life more than anything. So it makes so much sense for him to value his life more in a situation where the mountain is named champion. Like, it... Yeah, I guess I understand, like, where he's coming from and why he sees to choose the side of life which he values, which is girls, castles, himself, and just to live his life, because he wants that more than anything. So, it's very hard for Tyrion, like, of course, because, in terms of not naming a champion then and there, it's just who will fight for Tyrion. Now Tyrion knows that he's completely lost and whatnot, but still, like, he has got a way around this and he can get through this. Is what my thinking is. Then the second, third, fourth, whatever list of orders that I've written down. Daario Naharis. Okay. He is going to take the second sons of Yunkai. Take the second sons to Yunkai and kill all the remaining masters. But then Jorah really gave a good understanding about how Daenerys would turn into those beasts if she kills those thousands, because the slaves have known nothing but brutality in their life, and you portraying that same violence again is not anything different from how they were to them, to the slaves. So for Jorah to have changed Daenerys' mind and say that, they have a choice whether or not they want to rule in the new world or they want to die in the old one, like, that is more mercy than she can give. And I truly love the fact that in the end she changed her way of saying, like, no, tell Daario that you changed my mind. I love that. Like, give credit where it's due. And and you could see how proud he was of her to hear that, she's giving that choice, that value of choice, and the freedom of choice is so important. And that's amazing, and I'm very excited to see more of that ruling, because now she's definitely ruling and she's trusting her fellow team to help her build her cause, and I love it. I'm very it's nothing short of what we've already seen, because she's already achieved so much. So this is just another add another trophy to the case. It's sort of like that feeling. And then when Brienne and Pod headed to the tavern, and then after that we saw that, she was asking about Sansa Stark, and I am so glad they asked. Like, now of course they don't know who Hot Pie is and whatnot, but luck is so in favor in such a violent realm, and for her to get more intel on Arya and then Hot Pie to give a new, better version of the direwolf bread is it's so beautiful. I love that. And then after that, the Hound and Arya, like that full story, like I think
It's 1:20. Good afternoon.
thanks, Minnie. I think the the way he shared, like I think it was that to that point where he's just had enough, and no matter how big or no matter how tough you think you are, always that side of emotion will come through, excluding the Mountain. He seems to have no emotion at all. He's a separate case. But to see like two poles apart, like how the brother came out, the Mountain, and then the Hound, like two big figures, yet one is hell-bent on killing things and the other, yeah, he is hell-bent on killing things as well, but there is a little soft side to him. Like there is an ounce of, you know, that, not the strength, but love, feeling, like regular humanly things that he has in a messed up world like that. And possibly it's also all the violence that has been seen in his family, and you know, we see in the lore about what House Clegane represents and whatnot. So that's all they would know, but to come out of that with a little sense of emotion is a great deal. And it's big for the Hound to, you know, express himself however he wants to put it. It's a big deal. So to tell, like, you know, if you think you are alone, like, what do you think I am? Like, that's exactly how I am and whatnot. And he still has frightening sensation towards fire, and it's beautiful to see how their relation is growing, and how he at first says that if I hadn't met you, none of this shit would have happened. But at the same time, he chooses to express his emotions about how he feels about his own brother doing that to Arya, like the person that's causing all these problems according to him. So I love that intimate moment between them two. It's really nice. And she also lets her guard down a little bit and talks to him like, let me help you and whatnot. Like, I mean, just a couple of episodes ago, she wanted to freaking kill the guy, and he's still on her list for sure. But still, it's that little moment that I really appreciated. But yeah. And now we have my darling Prince of Dawn, Mando, Pedro Pascal, as the champion of Tyrion. So I think it's sweet revenge, sweet justice to see when he gets his, like, you know, it's not just fighting for Tyrion. Yes, fighting for Tyrion Lannister because he has been non-stop on the edge of the bad side for the Lannister name, but the second is to get justice for his sister and his nieces and nephews. And Sir Gregor Clegane is, of course, the first person to in this list of things that he could get that revenge and justice. So, but then again, I'm still thinking the Mountain is big. How, like, if Bronn, my thing is, if Bronn himself was talking about how even if I, you know, like, try and play the field and be very quick and fast, and, you know, I try and get him to fall, like one misstep and he's dead. So, and I can assume, like, you know, both of them are sort of similar physique, you could say, and very quick. So I'm really hoping that we see a bit of training before the trial, and he gets to sort of know, he knows what he's up against naturally, otherwise he would have not volunteered to be the champion. But it's just, I really want him to, you know, just be prepared, like, because the way we see him killing stuff, like, I think the laws of physics completely goes against this guy. So I don't know, maybe The Rock or John Cena, or what's the other guy's name? the one with the hair? Yeah, forget all these two. The Undertaker. I would love to see a match between the Mountain and the Undertaker. Who would win that? That would be a great match to watch. But yeah, anyhow, diverting from the topic. But Lysa is dead, dudes. Can't say I care much. Oh, and another thing about the Celise and the Red Woman, Melisandre. What did she say that your daughter, the Lord of Light will need your daughter? What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. But anyhow, we'll see what the next episode is all about. But I'm going to jump right in. So I'll see you guys in episode 8. Take care. Have a great day. And hope you all are excited as I am for, 3 more episodes? Yeah, 3 more episodes to go. So yeah, let's see what happens. Take care, guys. Bye.